friend. I need your help. There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe. Information. The Ice Reach cover. Don't trust them. Only live.
You there! What did that fugitive tell you? Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you? Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you. Ice Reach cover. Ridiculous. The only threat to the west are those damn spies from Eastern Skyrim, conspiring against... Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong. Solitude is... Go on. Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye.
I don't know any Brondot. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against you. Dead. Stone's mercy. I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual. The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager. Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druid. Take Brondo's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me. Bron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile. We're stuck between the despot of Marka and the Scold King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without the threat of war. It is exhausting living this way. A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Richmond and the Nords more times than I can count. Beautiful the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markov. Richmond doomed to folks they capture. To slice your own throats and let those barbarians simply wise to. The only time Richmond and Nords meet is who knows?
What's this? A new antiquarian in the making? So, what brings a sturdy hero like you to the Gwylem Annex? I can't imagine you're looking for a book. The University of Gwylem's most prestigious historical society. We scour the continent, an invention of our university's founder, Terrain Fire. It allows the wielder's mind to travel vast distances and find buried relics, truths lost. Admission to the circle begins easily enough. Just place your hand on the antiquarian's eye. If you possess the aptitude, you will attune to the eye immediately. If you don't possess the eye, impressive. We rarely see such an... Well. It seems I underestimated you. With a reaction like that, you may well rival Gabriel. In a hurry, are we? We'll teach you to use the eye in due course. First, do you vow to uphold the principles and truth? An excellent decision. Mastering the eye is no small endeavor. But with Gabriel's tutelage and my rigorous oversight... Now then, we should begin your education in earnest. I suggest you speak with Gabriel Bender. I can provide some scholarly. Downstairs, poring over more maps and tomes, no doubt. Honestly, the girl never stops working. Speak with me again once Gabriel's taught you the basics, because I'm not a mage. Not just one.
Welcome to the Circle, Karam. I'm the organization's resident eccentric. So if you're fond...
You must be the Antiquarian Circle's most recent addition, eh? Greetings. Sorry for the mess. I'll tidy up down here. You know, eventually. But wow, really? That's uncharacteristically gracious of her. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get started. The exciting part. Gaze into the eye and focus on the facets in the glass. Take a breath and try to unify the symbols into a single pattern. Well done. Now fix your eyes on the center and the corners of the lens. Then turn your focus inward toward the facets in the glass. Concentrate, and the facets should merge. Unifying the lens into a single pattern will perfectly attune the eye. But you only need to reach the foci to gain a rough idea of the object's location. If you lose your focus, just should the eye provide you. I'll meet you in the courtyard. Looks like this is the spot. Time to excavate the antiquity. Remember to move cautiously. Use the right tool for the right level of excavation. Don't rush yourself. Even careful digging can result in an unsteady dig site, so be mindful of its stability. There you have it. You're a proper antiquarian now. Seems you have quite a knack for it, too. I'd report back to Verida and let her know you successfully extracted your first antiquity. Don't expect too much in the way of praise, but trust me, she'll be ecstatic. Once you've checked...
Welcome back, Antiquarian. I trust your time with Gabrielle was
I want to get you to
illuminating.
try being
Excellent.
creative on
I had a
campus.
good
Just
feeling about you.
to take the
And as
time
usual,
and
you have a
sit
great
down,
deal of
have
work
nothing
to
in
do,
mind. Just
Antiquarian.
Just
Wouldn't you
have
agree?
good feeling, be
We're all
happy,
quite busy.
and
That
love
is
the
entirely up to you.
world.
What
Sit down and begin
cultures
to
spark
play.
your curiosity?
And if
What
you feel
reason?
good about
Well, your
yourself
Antiquities
and the
Codex
world,
contains
it'll
only
show
those
you
antiquities
painting.
we're
All these little
currently
things won't
aware of.
happen.
If you want to make a unique, practically anywhere, believe it or not, tucked away in chests, in the pockets of bandits, the potential applications of our discoveries are endless. You might find items worthy of display. Oh, I couldn't possibly.
Well,
Yorin didn't mention he was sending you to Solitude. Not that I'm sorry to have you along. An extra blade is always welcome. As soon as Brondgold shows up, he's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhard will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to... We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends.
Dearest Titanborn, your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our... The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svalgrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you. But have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence. Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svalgrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and your... Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what my deepest of hope.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brondgold? Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brondgold was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brondgold thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm sure to good... Brondgold mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find... Brondgold mentioned some locals we should... I'm not the first Nord from the east to receive a chilly reception at the Blue Palace. Doubt I'll be the last. Bard's College. Hard to imagine the Skald King spent his youth studying verse in this stodgy... The Dower is a
has need of
monument
you,
to the
comrade.
Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. I think a new tower will liven up the place. You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me.
Hey! Nobody intimidates me.
Princess Vana. You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Vana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you? Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you... Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe? I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him.
Let's talk outside, partner.
About time I found someone whose spine wasn't bent with age or cowardice. Dark clouds are gathering over the Western Kingdom. Harrow storms, they're called. What the Swords of Solitude needs is a group of volunteers with the guts to wade into a few of these Harrow storms and stop them.
If you have any experience with tales or escapes, who's this? Strong, sober, well-equipped? The coterie of organized scholars needs adventurers of your stripe. The coterie's resident paranormal scholar needs help studying the migratory behavior of... There's an ancient Nord prison called Midnight Barrow. Our research indicates history's worst criminals were entombed there, and their Western Skyrim offers a delightful...
If you're seeking excitement, the Swords of Solitude can provide. An explorer limped into town, warning of a giant dwarven colossus, endlessly building upon itself somewhere far beneath the earth. I'd say destroy it, and any dwarven scrap laying around as well. Just to be sure the thing doesn't somehow repair itself if you manage to break it. I'm hoping you earned your reward.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, McQuark? Don't know any Brondoled. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kasala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search.
Just a small donation.
Greetings.
The Bard's College.
Time's Aegis needs your help. Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
That's Kasala's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. Half-giant? Blood and Blade? Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster. Until Kassala returns, I'd be happy to keep Fair Lyris company. Alas, Kassala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I... Oh, thank you, thank you! You don't know how much this means to me.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
Whoever was poking through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business. I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after? A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. Give me that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods. Especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but no name. Just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this. The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the... I'm paid not to ask too many questions.
Brondald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose? Without a doubt, the Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose no reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Just be careful. Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph. over here, partner. All I found were these Reachmen stalking the path. Obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge? Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult? Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means.
Stop! A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple. Don't be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple and now the entire area... Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in... Yes, I've run into the Coven as well. The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need. Is it that obvious? But have no fear. As a member of House Ravenwatch, I have pledged to never take blood. I am much more than just a vampire. In addition to being an agent of House Ravenwatch, I am a master alchemist. I could use your help to House Ravenwatch is one of the noble houses of Rivenspire. Our liege, Count Verandus, has dedicated us to the cause of peaceful coexistence. True, but I've seen evidence of a vampiric connection. At the very least, the material they transported from Bankurai included the remains of ancient vampires. An army that consisted of vampires and werewolves, led by King Styriek and Verkarth. They were eventually defeated by the garrison at Bankurai in High Rock. Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Please, can anybody help us? Oh, thank Meridia! The priests and pilgrims of Kiltrick, a temple dedicated to Meridia, the Lady of Light. Pilgrims come from across Skyrim to pray and seek blessings, especially at this time of the year. Please, talk to Priest Bavian. You'll find...
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful. It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Can you feel the lingering energy? These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Hero Storm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this... I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including it. It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have... The pilgrims headed... Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items. Did you find anything of interest in the crate? I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe, yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't...
Don't tell, but I ate one of the
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into Hero Fiends, or leaves them mindless. I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the Hero Storms. And I need to confirm my alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw...
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you. House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, on the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
not even harrowed. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Willing sacrifices. Oh, nice.
Sacrifice? I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found some. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary. Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords. A practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone... Western Skyrim consists of 3 holds. Haathengard, Hjalmarch, and Carthald. Morthal is the capital of Hjalmarch. It's located southeast of Solitude, along the River Hjal.
So, what did your vampire friend discover? Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondolf, but it's yours now. Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hey, partner, let's talk.